Hello, and thank you for joining us today. We are talking about the end times. We are talking about Bible prophecy, specifically the abomination of desolation. We can see the beginnings, we can see it already beginning to rise. The beast rising out of the sea, which we have examined in previous videos. We're going to start with Daniel 7:6. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. We have said this is the television, the audio video media component of the beast that rises out of the sea at the end times. And Daniel breaks it down piece by piece of the 4 beasts. And Revelations are all one beast rising out of the sea. And we can see it forming now. So we see it had upon the back of it 4 wings. The 4 wings are the 4 methods that data, the audio, visual, music, images that we see, the data is transmitted through the air, one of 4 ways: either cable, internet, satellite, or over the air. There are 4 ways in which the information, the images, get to our devices, our televisions. And we can see that this matches up with the framework laid out in Daniel. Not only that, we saw that the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, the abomination of desolation, and this is in Matthew, so these words would be originally in Greek, but the Hebrew word show, H7722, is the word desolation. And what do we watch? What does this generation watch all day, all night, streaming every night, loading up their queue with shows, watching shows, TV shows, internet shows, watching shows, desolations, watching desolations. I'm not implying that all of them are horribly bad, but the word show in Hebrew is desolation. And we see the abomination of desolation coming up all around us. It is not here yet. These are just the precursors as we move towards that. As we move towards what? Well, the fulfillment of 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3 and 4, for one thing. This is the Antichrist, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. This is the Antichrist fulfilling the word of God, going into the temple that has yet to be built temple, but when it is built, he will, the Antichrist. This is one way, this is the way we will know who is the Antichrist. This is how he is revealed. He does this thing. He goes into the temple of God, sits in the temple of God, and shows himself that he is God. And he broadcasts himself around the world. He broadcasts himself in the temple, showing himself that he is God. And we see in Daniel 9:27 another indication of this. This is the same event here. It says, he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading, and that word is kanaf, wing, for the wing of abominations he shall make it desolate. For the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. This is the reference to the abomination of desolation. From the wings, for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate. And we can see that this is the pattern that we just saw. The end times idol, 4 wings had upon the back of it, 4 wings of a fowl. And that is the pattern that he will use for the wing of abominations. On the wing of abominations he shall make it desolate. And what does he do? We just saw that he goes into the temple of God, shows himself that he is God, and uses the devices, uses the wings to broadcast himself, the image of him, all around the world. And we see that that is what the last days brings upon us. This idol had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. It also had 4 heads, another identifier as it fits the framework for the last days, because the television has 4 heads, has 4 wings upon the back of it. Dominion was given to it, and as we saw on a previous video, the first TV star was Felix the cat like a leopard. And we see, when we look further at Daniel 7:6, let's look at the wings themselves. The word wings here is H1611, gaff. That is the word wing. That word is numbered with G1611, which is the word ecstasis. Ecstasis, it means astonishment, a trance, amazed, amazement. And what does the idol of the last days do to the population? What does it do to the people as they stare at it, as they watch it? What does the transmission do to people but put them in a trance, but amaze them, but astonish them? Because that is where we're at in this day. The wings of the fowl bring the images, the video, the audio. They bring the information that people are entranced with. They are entranced with this device. They will be entranced even more with the image of the beast, because this is the last days idol. And as we see what happens in Revelation 13, and this is the false prophet giving life to the image of the beast. And he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the beast should be killed. So we see that the image of the beast is extremely important for the last days. The image of the beast, and we can see that it is transmitted out from the wings of a fowl. Four wings of a fowl. And we can see that that is what they are doing, and that is what it's talking about in Daniel 9:7, for the wings of abominations, the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate. The abomination of desolation has something to do with wings. And the wings, as we saw, the wings are the four wings of a fowl on the end time idol, on the beast that's rising out of the sea. We see it all around us. We see it all around us because the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall for our day. And since we can see it so clearly, we know that the time is short, because the writing was on the wall in Daniel's day immediately before the fall of Babylon. And the writing is on the wall in our day, in this new Babylon that we live in, just immediately before the fall, because Yeshua is coming. Jesus is coming. You can see all my videos on this channel. Of course, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can see more of my videos on signoffire.com or on yeshuaiscoming.com. Thank you much for joining us. Yeshua is coming. Until next time, God bless.